40 years ago, Magic Johnson and his teammates won a national championship, trying now to transfer some of that mojo to this year's Spartans, who have lost 3 in a row. They're still a 2 seed in the top 16 released by the committee today. They want to break that 3-game skid against Minnesota. Into the post for Nick Ward. Step through for 2. McQuaid wanted it.
Ward's tired. Let's see if he can get over the front.
Yep. He did. 6 for Ward.
This different Michigan State team.
You can feel the crowd always here at Breslin Center. That's going to be an offensive foul, absolutely. Kithier on the welcome mat. Brayer with 5, got to go. He doused McQuaid, and Ward erased it. Oh, beautiful! Ward! Winston scanning, finds McQuaid for the jumper. Well, Michigan State riding the ship in a big way right now.
Yeah, right from the get-go. The crowd, the energy, 79 team here, but mostly on the court, Nick Ward. Nick Ward set the tone for the entire team by his defense.
What happens is not whether you do it today, it's whether you can do it tomorrow. It's not that you had 2 good practices. Can you have now another month full of great practices? That's the key. You want to be great as a team, you got to continue down that path. So today you build on this. We got to stay focused, stay on top of it, celebrate it, but also come back to work on Monday. Come on, go ahead, Greg.
Okay, this is how we did it back in the day.
Listen to him.
Okay. All right. Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an N.
N.
Give me a T.
T.
I.
I.
A.
A.
L.
L.
What's the spell?
Potato.
One more time.
Potato.
Spartans play with what?
And I think Cassius Winston might be the best point guard in the country.
Yeah, he's had big moments. He's been remarkably consistent. And if he voted today, he would probably get my vote as the player of the year in the conference.
Winston 3, got it! Big shot right there. Cassius Winston.
You know, the first time I saw Cassius Winston, I said, man, I got to get that kid. He could be the best passing guard that this place has seen since Magic Johnson. And I haven't changed my opinion one bit. He's cocky enough to be great and humble enough to be appreciated being great. And that's a hard line to walk. I think he's becoming a better leader every day. I think he's grown in that category.
His impact has taken a little bit of time because now I think he's accepting the role of really being more of a vocal leader. We always knew that Cassius can, put the ball in the basket, but I think his biggest impact is his ability to communicate with his teammates on the court, get them in positions where now they're going to be successful because he's always been a great offensive threat, but that next level of leadership is starting to really come about, and I think that's why you see Michigan State right now as successful as they are. A lot of it leads back to, I think, that growth within Cassius Winston.
Winston behind the back, into the lane, off the glass, showing off a little bit of everything.
I would say I'm definitely comfortable, being in the position that I am, on these runs when another team makes a run or they're hot or something like that. That's just my job for this team, just to make those plays, those momentum plays, big plays. If we're on a run, make a play that just puts us over the hump, or if they're making a run, just make a play that, stops the bleeding a little bit. I feel like that's my role for this team.
Nice hesitation. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Throws the defender. A little kiss.
When I think about Cassius Winston, I think about a bona fide leader. When something goes wrong, maybe 1 play or 2 plays in a row, you don't see Cassius focus on himself. You see him focus on we instead of me. And that's the kind of leader that Cassius is. He makes big shots, he makes big plays, but more importantly, he keeps everybody on the same page. And there's no better representation to have than an extension of your coach on the floor than Cassius Winston.
Well, you know, putting a team on your back is kind of a, you know, there's a fine line to that. Sometimes if you do it, it means you're ball hogging it. You know, what I like about him is he can do it with the pass, he can do it with the drive, or he can do it with the shot. And when you can do it in 3 different facets of your game and areas of your game, you know, that's big. And now he's even starting to rebound the ball better, he's starting to defend better. So he's becoming what I would call a complete player. Some guys got to do it just by scoring. He does it, and that's what I think separates him and makes him unique.
We have a lot of people in today's society that love to talk. They love to talk and you don't see any action. For Cassius, when I see him walk on the court, he is present. He is going to be on the court. He's going to be with you. He's going to yell at you. He's going to laugh with you. He's going to embrace this whole experience. And that's what you need from a guy like Cassius. If you have a name like Cassius to begin with, I think you have pretty big shoes to fill. And there's no doubt about it, Cassius Winston is filling those shoes here in East Lansing.
Winston launches. How about that nice kick out? What a threat. Nothing casual about Cassius now.
Hi everybody, this is Cooking with Cutch, where I'm going to be baking today. I'm Teryn McCutchen. I'm the point guard on the women's basketball team at MSU. My major is neuroscience, which has nothing to do with cupcakes, but cupcakes are what I love, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I've got my puppers here that are going to be helping me bake today. I've got some roomies and teammates here. I love wedding flavored cupcakes. They're super rich vanilla flavor. I really want to bake a wedding cake someday, and this is the basic flavor that would be used in a wedding cake. In this recipe, there is 2 cups of flour, and it might get a little messy, but if you're not getting messy, then you're not baking right. See? I'm doing good so far. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. As you can see, it's not an exact science. Yep, that looks good to me. Then, there is 1 cup of granulated sugar. Then we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Here in the baking world, this is called a heaping spoon. And to level it off, you just scrape it right off the edge here. It gives you a perfect teaspoon. Dump it right in there. So mix these dry ingredients together. Now we're adding the wet ingredients, which is this 2/3 cup of whole milk. Then we're adding 6 tablespoons of this butter. This is 8, so I'm gonna just guess because that's all we need to do.
מה נשמע? בסדר.
בסדר, מה נשמע? מה אתה מספר?
כלום. היה לי אתמול את המבחן במדעי החברה.
מה קורה?
בסדר, מה נשמע?
בוא תדבר, איך אתה מרגיש?
בסדר, רגיל.
איך עברו המבחנים?
בסדר נראה לי. צריך לקבל תשובות בקרוב. נשאר לי עוד חיבור אחד ומבחן אחד, וזהו.
Start swimming like everyone else. Just my parents wanted me to know how to swim, and I hated every second of that. I remember that. I was crying in the end of every lesson, but somehow it changed. I started loving it every day a little bit more. I'm originally from Kiryat Motzkin in Israel. It's in the north part of Israel, kind of north, kind of on the beach. It's a pretty peaceful place. You know, people just like here, just trying to mind their own business, living their lives, you know, day to day, week to week, month to month. It started as a hobby. My older brother also learned how to swim, but he decided not to swim in high school. My parents are pretty supportive, like you can do whatever you want. If you want to swim, you can swim. If you want to play basketball, you can play basketball. We're just here to support you. My high school coach, so I used to swim like different events, and then I went to high school and he decided that, okay, we need to change. So he just told me, okay, you're going to swim the mile in this meet, and I was like, no. and he said, yes, you have to. So I just swam it and it went out pretty good. So I just like kept going on it and just got better every day. I ended up setting a national record for Israel. It was a great feeling, like it's something that I've never done before. It makes you really proud, like to know that you're the fastest man in Israel, like ever. It's really nice to know that.
My favorite part, we add the extract, a whole teaspoon. My hand is shaking because I'm nervous because last time I did this, I dumped the whole bottle in there. Oh, 2 teaspoons, great, even better. 4 whole drops of unicorn blood. 1. Everybody now. 2. 3. If you want a lighter batter, that's when you use egg whites and not the whole egg, but a lot of cake mixes use just the whole egg. I just really enjoy it. I just like all types of art, really. I see it as like kind of an art, and I like drawing, painting, baking, all that stuff. It's just really fun to me. But my grandma, I remember I used to bake with her and cook with her on Thanksgiving. It's kind of a stress reliever from basketball too. You know, when the season is getting longer, this is actually really nice to be able to just come and bake some cupcakes and forget about it for a couple hours.
So Israel requires mandatory service, 3 years for guys, 2 years for women. After you graduate high school, you have to go through a committee that approves if you can swim through the military service or not. You learn a lot about yourself, about brotherhood, makes you real mature after that. It's more about like you enter the real world. It's like it's you and it's only you, and you need to take care of yourself. When you live for a month with 9 guys in the same place, it just makes you taking care of each other. Like you mostly like think about them first before you think about yourself. And since then, it's like something that always in my mind, like every day, just taking care of others too. Like you're not in the center of the world, like you have others to be with.
He's, if not the hardest working kid on the team, he's in the top 3. You know, he does a lot of really good work. He's not stubborn in his work either. He's willing to take coaching, which is good too. He's a hard working kid. He never really backs down challenge-wise in a practice.
Olympics is one of my goals, but I'm trying to think more short-term that build me up to these long-term goals. So like right now it will be Big Ten, then NCAAs. Then we have another year, and then the Olympics. Probably my biggest dream. Like, I think that every competitive swimmer or just athlete, it's like their biggest dream, just to represent the country in the Olympics. Like, except representing my country, it's like representing my family. Everything that they've been through, everything that they taught me, it's like everything is like me basically, and that's what I'm trying to show people here. Like I'm representing my family, my city, my country, and that's basically my heritage.
When I think of Michigan State, I think about their speed game, their transition game, and his decision making in that transition game is incredible, because you got to make choices as you're pushing it down the floor. Do you advance pass it? Do you keep your dribble alive? Do you change sides of the floor? All right, where's that first look going to be? Are you waiting for a drag screen? And he has the uncanny ability to see the defense in transition, almost in slow motion, and make the right play.
We get out, we run on the misses, on the makes, no matter what it is, you know, we try to get out in transition. I look for the big over the top first, and then see if my wings are running maybe for an easy layup. After that, I push, you know, diagonal to just get the defense moving and stuff like that. From there, you just make reads, you know. Just playing at that pace, it makes the game so much more fun.
He's a point guard that can make the game easier for everyone else on the floor, but needed, he can go and get in the lane, knock down a floater. He can come off a ball screen, you go behind him, he's gonna knock down a three. He can look off defender and skip it and open up the floor for McQuaid for a three. There isn't anything on the floor that Cassius can't do.
You know, it's a steady push. You know, I'm steady coming, I'm steady trying to make plays, and if I miss 3 shots or if I miss 4 shots, I just feel like I'm gonna make the 5th one, you know what I'm saying? Or I feel like I'm gonna make a play, or eventually it's gonna break open, and that's how I play the whole game. And so at any point, you know, something's bound to happen. You know, I'm bound to hit 2 or 3 shots in a row, or I'm bound to make some plays happen, because that's just my mindset. I keep that confidence, I keep that, you know, that steady mindset throughout the whole game.
It's real simple. I mean, you think about the season he's had and what he's been asked to do. He's taken this basketball team that's dealt with injuries, and he's put this team on his shoulders. He's taken this basketball team, he's given them an energy. He's taken this basketball team and he's given them great leadership. He's given them what they need in that moment in time.
When you watch him play, the command that he has on the court, his ability to get to the basket and finish, to shoot the basketball. Now, by protecting the ball and not turning it over, he's much more efficient. So when you compare him to the other top point guards in the country, you gotta put Cassius right there at the top.
His statistics are real. His statistics impact winning. His statistics are when the game is on the line, the ball's gonna be in his hands, and he's gonna make the play.
Cassius Winston is just not a guy who can score 19 points a game, give you 8.5 assists, but he's also a bona fide leader. When I think about National Player of the Year, yeah, once you get to a certain category, the numbers start to speak for themselves, but what are the tangible attributes that somebody can bring to the table that really help them overwhelm you when it comes time to pick who that player is? And Cassius, his leadership ability is something that makes him stand out beyond any other player in the game today.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's got to be in the conversation for National Player of the Year, and obviously, in my opinion, he's the Big Ten Player of the Year.
Being here is a huge privilege for me. Like, nothing is guaranteed. That's how I'm trying to treat every day here. Like, waking up in the morning, like, really love what I'm doing, coming here and swim. And what my coaches over the years taught me, that just like values and principles, that based on them, that's who I am today, here in the pool, outside the pool.
They really have taken him in. The kids on the team have really, they've done a great job of helping him with that.
It's everything, because my family is not here, so they are my family here, which is really nice. I get all the support that I need. You know, the coaches really understand me, which is really good. My dad always told me, if you're starting something, you have to do 100%. If it's academically, if it's athletically, everything. Just work as hard as you can, love what you do what you love, and everything else will just be okay after that.
Reading.
אוקיי. בסדר. יופי, תביא חיוך.
חייך.
חיוך. ביי.
יאללה, ביי.
יאללה, ביי. ביי.
Are you ready for some icing? This is my favorite part. Sometimes when I make this, my dad just eats it and not the cupcake. So I heard it's pretty good. This is gonna look really unhealthy, but hey, it tastes really good. Okay. Now, it actually doesn't matter how much of this you put in as long as it tastes good, so this is it. More powdered sugar. That's a lot of powdered sugar. Okay, I'm gonna need to scrape down the sides to get all of the powdered sugar in there. All of the healthy butters. Doing that for, oh, the oven's ready. But if you just leave them out, they take about 20 minutes to completely cool so you can decorate them. I've got an icing trick for you guys. If you take a piping bag, don't cut it yet, I almost ruined everything. You stick it in a jar or like a cup or anything that you have and just wrap the sides around it like this. Scoop it right in there. Then you just take it down to the bottom. Cut the tip off. You take a cupcake, and it's kind of like if you get ice cream in a soft serve and you're trying to like make the ice cream cone not tip over. You just push down and let it spread out and then kind of fluff it up like this. Like it looks like a big ice cream cone. That was a little lopsided, but you get the point. And there's a bunch of different like piping tips, like the one I just showed you. There's a bunch of different patterns and you can make them look like a lot of different things. There we go. Okay, now we have our pretty pink cupcakes and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna taste delicious, but I should probably try it just in case. All my other friends left. They had to go to practice, which is where I should be. I hope I don't get in trouble for baking instead. I got a jet. Thanks for tuning in.